Well, Norma Mngoma and her estranged husband are at the State Capture Commission this morning. Malusi Gigaba has rejected outright Norma Mngoma's version of events. Now, he denies having meetings with the Guptas, during which he was briefed on the matters that Mngoma is testifying about. Now, he says all this information has been public knowledge for a while now, and that's where Mngoma could have sourced it from. Gigaba's estranged wife was testifying before the State Capture Commission.
I don't even understand why he will talk about the media, because at our home, Malusi didn't even allow us to watch the news most of the time, or also maybe read the newspapers as well. So everything that I said, it's something that I've seen, or that is something that he told me. So I've never go to the media and go collect information about him. What I've given here is something that I've seen, and it's something that I heard from him that he told me. When it comes to the India trip happened when Malusi was taken back to Home Affairs, but I know a couple of times when AJ will tell Malusi, when he was still at DPE, he will say, you need to go meet those people, and also I want to know what's the feedback between the SAA. And sometimes they will argue. Malusi say, I remember Malusi saying to him, I can't go with the state visits to go meet those people because AJ wanted them to cancel the airline, the SAA airline, and put the Mumbai airline. And Malusi said he can't go on his own. He needs to justify the trip. And then AJ would be like, no, you can go with the entire. Then Malusi was like, he can't do that because he needs to justify the trip. So they used to have like a back and forth, how Malusi would go to Mumbai doing that airline, and sometimes they will have a back and forth with him. It's him and also with Dudumieni. So there were discussion most of the time where they would talk about that before the trip. And then Malusi was taken back to Home Affairs before he traveled to India. But the trip happened when he was at Home Affairs. We went to India.
Well, Norma Mngoma also clarified the number of times that they met with the Guptas.
If I can count his with the bodyguard, because sometimes he will go one bodyguard or he will go with the whole entourage and we will go all of us. That's so many times. So it's not true that Malusi was there 2 or 3 times.
No, that's not what he's saying, Ms. Gigaba. He's saying you met the Guptas 4 times.
That's not true.
Yeah. You've told the DCJ that you went there more than 20 times.
Yes.
You've also, we know you went to the Sun City wedding. You've said you went to Diwali celebration. Did you also attend a cultural luncheon at the Guptas?
I don't know what is cultural luncheon.
Lunch. Did you go to a lunch at the Guptas?
But not like a cultural thing.
All right.
We'll have lunch as us, AJ and his wife and my son and their son, but it was not like a cultural thing.
Right. So if we can go to paragraph 19 then of your affidavit, this is where you deal with your visit to the Waterkloof Air Force Base. Now, paragraphs 19 and 20, we know that you've corrected. You make the point that you went there a day or 2 before the wedding, and then on the day of the wedding, you went to Sun City. But in relation to your attendance at Waterkloof, at paragraph 55, on the right-hand side, Mr. Gigaba says, the contents here are denied. Nomshule is deliberately trying to link me to the infamous Waterkloof base landing. Not a single person or report has linked me to the Waterkloof base landing. I had nothing to do with the landing at the Waterkloof base.